But okay, so that was the match. There was something after the match, which in the Malapert Smark ratings, I considered this a different angle. I am the producer of this show, and I have separated this out as a different angle that happened right afterwards, and that was because The Rock's music hit right when Cody was raising the belt, the WWE title. The People's Champion comes out with the People's Championship belt, and he comes out and he looks at the audience, and Cody looks at him, and Roman looks at him, and The Rock raises his eyebrow, and then that's it. He walks off. And that's the whole angle. Well, there was more to it. There was I guess somebody recorded him walking backstage from here to his car, and he cut a promo. So that's online. Yeah, he was talking a bunch of shit, talking about, there was a picture of Dusty on like one of the trailers, like, I like you, I hate your son. I'm just paraphrasing, but you know, he saw John Cena. He's like, go eat some Fruity Loops or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So he did his Rock thing. He got in his car. He raised the people's eyebrow, and he drove off. And The Rock is back. Oh, he did mention that he didn't like what he saw. I guess, which is Roman and Cody kind of aligning or being friends, right? And then there was one more Instagram thing on the internet, social media post that I just saw. I can't tell you exactly where it's from, but I was just scrolling before the show right now, and I saw Solo was up in the audience because I guess him and Jacob Fatu walked up the stairs through the stairwell, and somebody recorded them watching The Rock, and Solo went, "This is all part of the plan," to Jacob.
Oh.
So I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, you could look that up. That's online. But anyways, for this segment, it's one segment. It's 2 minutes and how much is it? 2 minutes and 13 seconds. One in-arena segment that we are reviewing here. Here's our rating system. Robert, big fan of The Rock, gives this 2 thumbs up. Vlad, also 2 thumbs up. So I guess you're excited for the prospect of The Rock coming back. And for me, I'm at an indifferent. So I don't really care. I'm not a big Rock fan, but whatever. I could live with him or I could live without him, but...
No. Not this version of The Rock. This version of The Rock is fucking amazing. No, this guy needs to... I'm sorry, I disagree with that. Maybe previous versions. This heel Rock version is exactly what we need.
All right, well, I'm going to start with Robert, since Robert is the biggest Rock fan amongst the 3 of us. So go ahead. You have the floor. Anything you want to say about The Rock's return?
Finally, The Rock has come back to WWE. Speaking of which, while we're on the subject of The Rock, for those of you that are watching this video or listening to it, don't forget to lay the Smackdown on the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right.
Good one, Robert. Thank you.
Good point.
Back to this. So, yes, you said it. I'm a big Rock fan. So, yes, there's some bias in my opinion there. So, but whatever. I love it. I think WWE is a lot more interesting with The Rock involved. You know, the build up to WrestleMania was incredible because of the final boss. You know, it was WrestleMania that I looked forward to it, really every WrestleMania, but this one in particular, the build up to it with the final boss Rock was incredible, and I'm glad that he's back. Right? I was just hoping, and maybe this might happen in the future, but I will admit this is a far-fetched idea. I was hoping that at some point Solo Sikoa would grab the mic and say, "We did it for you, Rock. We did it for the people."
You wanted him to be like his dad, huh?
Yeah. Well, look, obviously that didn't happen, and like I said, that's probably a far-fetched idea, but who knows? You know, maybe it could happen.
Hey, the one thing about Solo getting buried constantly that I could make sense out of it is if The Rock is going to be the next tribal chief and Solo is just going to pass it to him willingly, then okay, fine. At this point, that makes sense because Solo's been losing left and right. Like, he can't do this. He just can't. So, Vlad, any thoughts from you? You go ahead.
Well, you know, I understand, like I was, you know, like you were saying, like you're not a huge fan of The Rock. And, you know, I can kind of understand some of the things because, his face or like his goody two shoes version of where he just comes out and repeats the same stuff he always says and gets the crowd.
Let me just interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead,
I'll pause your clock. But for anyone who's watching who doesn't watch us, I have been adamant that I am not a fan of The Rock. And yes, it's mostly because I have seen so many scenes of The Rock, and my sister was a big Rock fan, so she wouldn't let me forward anything. And yes, he had so many babyface promos where he would just repeat his catchphrase, and it just drove me mental. I thought he was overrated growing up. But yes, you're right, Vlad. This version of The Rock is really fucking funny. The way he keeps calling himself the final boss. Which is pretty good. And he curses up a storm. His promo wasn't bad. Okay, you guys can go listen to it if you want. It's on YouTube. But all right, Vlad. Sorry, I'm gonna give the floor back to you. My bad.
No. But yeah, I mean, the point is, or as you just said, this version of The Rock is tremendous. This is the heel version. I always thought he was a great heel when he came back. Or when he was going Hollywood Rock, in 2003. I thought that was like one of the best versions of him, and I think this is also now the final boss Rock is also one of the best versions. He works better as a heel. The arrogance and the way he speaks. It's better as a heel than it would be as a face. It just doesn't work as well. So this is perfect. What it means going forward, I mean, we have some ideas. Obviously, he's going to feud with Cody. He's going to probably feud with Roman, but in what sense? Like, is he going to now work with the bloodline, that solo bloodline? I'm assuming, right? Because he's part of the bloodline. He's still related to all those people, right? So I don't know, but I guess it could be that whole Survivor Series War Games thing that they keep talking about, right? War games.
Oh my God! Thank you, Adam Pearce.
Yeah, exactly. That's whatever. It could be a Bloodline War Games thing. I don't know. I mean, we're all getting. It's a guess at this point, but just the fact that he's back and involved, it should be better TV, better entertainment, and definitely more viewers watching, right? So that's all you could care about if you're a fan of the show. So good stuff.